Welcome to the Breadwinner Energy Podcast. I'm your host, T. Daniels, wife, mama of two girls, multi-business owner, iced coffee connoisseur, and your official bad bitch mentor. Get ready to transform your boring business into a money-making machine by learning how to just be better at being you. No more playing by the rules. It's time to hone in on your gifts, turn up your energy, and make some serious cash. So grab your coffee, your headphones, or just cover your child's ears and let's dive in. Welcome back to another episode of the Breadwinner Energy Podcast. Hello, my lovely lovelies. I am so excited to be here. As always, I'm excited to be here every single week. And I tell you guys that, and I think I've told you that on probably every episode. And I'm like, this is why I'm so excited. I'm just excited to be here. Let's be honest, because I say it on literally every single episode. Before we get into today's episode, I do have to tell you about my upcoming 4-week mini mind. This mini mind is going to go from July 9th to the end of the month, and it will end on August 1st, 4 full weeks with me. So I can help you transform your boring AF business into a money-making machine. I'm really only just going to teach you how to literally be better at being you, how to tap into your energy and your gifts and what you are specifically good at to turn up the dial and turn up the heat in your business. So if you have been in business, I would say, honestly, if you've been in business for more than a year and you do not feel completely obsessed, in love with your business, you don't know exactly what to do and what to say and what to post every single day, and you're not showing up the way that you should, you are showing up timid, you're afraid to share stories, you're afraid to show up with your unique energy and power, and you're kind of playing small and just like reposting the same stories and saying the same thing in a different way, but it has like no jazz or spice or energy at all. And if you are not making money from your business, and I mean money, like money, like you are not happy with the money you're making, you're not making 3K months, 5K months, 10K months, 20K months, this is where you need to be. Because in these 4 weeks, not only are you going to get 5 live sessions with me on Zoom and hot seat Q&A, you're also going to get one-to-one Slack coaching for an entire month with me. And I am going to pull out the fire that is within you. I'm just literally going to teach you how to be the best version of you, how to be better at being you so that you can transform your business into a money-making machine. People will be dying to sign up to your challenges and your live events and your masterclasses and your email list. They'll be tuning into your podcast every week. They will be dying to read and hear and see your content. And most importantly, they will actually want to pay you. We're going to shift your content from talking to people who are in victim mentality, who don't have time, don't have money, have all the fucking excuses in the world why they can't hire you, don't want to hire you, can't work on their business, can't whatever they have. And you're going to start talking to people who are ready to pay you right now, who are ready to change their life right now. So if this is you, you need to click the link below and grab your spot for the mini mind. There are limited spots for this mini mind because I am getting so many people one-to-one attention in this room. So grab your spot. And now let's get into today's episode. In today's episode, we're going to kind of go along this theme of transforming the energy in your business. I wish somebody had told me a long time ago that you don't actually have to do what everyone else is doing. You don't have to play by the rules. You don't have to do what's popular. You don't have to do what the other people are doing and their strategies that they're doing to be wildly and massively successful. The thing about it is there's people online who run ads and they're really successful. There's people online who don't niche down or do niche down and they're really successful. There's people who just use Pinterest. There's people who blog. There's people who podcast. Like I could go on forever and ever about what works and what doesn't work. But the truth about it is what works is what you make work. What you decide that you're going to commit to and you're going to go all in on to make work is ultimately what is going to work for you. And not only that, when you stop playing by the rules and doing what everyone else is doing and you just like really get intentional and deep with yourself of like, what do I actually want? How do I want my business to look? What do I want my life to look like? That is when you get to break all the rules and do whatever the fuck you want to do. To be honest, there was a point in time in my business where I really, really, really wanted to be like a big CEO. Like I wanted to have a full team and I wanted to have like a big business and whatever. And now more than ever, I'm like, I'm really, really, really good with having a small team. I'm really good with me being the person who delivers all, most, if not all of the coaching for my students. I'm good with not paying a single dime in ads. I am good with having a small, simple business that just makes a lot of money and a lot of impact and allows me to live my best fucking life. And for so long, I thought I had to like go after certain things or do certain things or certain strategies in order to be successful. And when I was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm the queen of this castle. This is my castle. I get to call the shots. I get to make the rules. I'm the mayor of the fucking town. I'm going to do whatever it is that I want to do, and no one's going to tell me different. Everything changed for me. And not only did I completely pivot my business, did I step into like and embrace my like most authentic energy. I've had more fun in my business. Money has just been really, really, really easy. Sales have been really easy. I've fired 2 clients recently and I felt really, really good about it because the thing is I don't have to work with anyone I don't want to work with. I don't have to accept anything in my life or my business that I don't want to accept in my life and my business. This is my business. I'm the queen of this castle, which means I get to run it however I want. And if I feel like somebody's disrespectful to me, to my team, or if someone's just literally not a good fit for the coaching that I want to do, I don't have to accept it and I will not do it. And the moment that you shift that and you also shift this mentality of like, I get to create any offer in the world without restrictions and any pricing in the world without restrictions, right? Like you get to do whatever you want. I get to work with whoever I want, however I want. I get to show up wherever I want and however I want. Everything changes. But this is the big thing that a lot of my clients get stuck on is like, how do I say this thing? How do I say this thing? How do I like connect to my audience? How do I say it in the most perfect way? How do I package my offer in the most perfect way? What is the most perfect pricing? What is the most perfect way to do a challenge? What is the most perfect way to do a masterclass? Like, the most perfect way is the way that you show up and just do it authentically and talk to people directly and how you want, and you stop playing with your timid energy. Your energy is what people will pick up on. When I'm scrolling social media, I can immediately pick up on somebody's energy. I can pick up if you're feeling insecure, if you're not confident in what you're saying. I can pick up if you're still in victim mentality and you're attracting people that are in victim mentality. I can tell if you absolutely love what you do and there's such good energy behind it. I can tell. I can tell if you're running a boring ass business that not only are you not even inspired by, but you want other people to be inspired by. I can tell if you don't invest in yourself, but you're charging thousands of dollars for other people to pay you, but you don't even do that. I can see right through the energy. Your energy doesn't lie. But the good thing about this is you can also use your energy for your own advantage, and it makes life and business really easy, but it also makes it really freaking fun, right? And so what I mean by this is just small content shifts. So I'm going to give you a couple examples. The first example, and this was a big reality check for me, was seriously stop attracting and talking to people who don't want to work with you. Stop talking to people who do not want to pay you, who will not pay you, who never have time, they never have money. You know exactly what I'm talking about. There's just certain people who every single time they're signing up for all your freebies, they're signing up for your list, they're listening to all your podcasts, they're looking at all your content, they DM you consistently, and their story never changes. They're always in victim mentality. They always want to change and want to make more money and want to have a real business, but they don't have time. They don't have money. That's the same story for years and years and years. And at some point you have to ask yourself, number one, do I even want to work with someone who's like that? Because they're not going to show up and do the work necessary to get results in my program anyway. And then they're going to be like, sorry, I didn't have time and money. Their payments are going to default and you're going to have to chase them around. If you are this person who is doing this, I want you to ask yourself, why don't you have time and money? Why do you keep buying into that story? And when are you going to stop telling yourself you don't have time and money? And when are you going to use the fact that you don't have time and money to figure out how to get more time and money, right? Like if that is your sob story every fucking day of your life, let's use that as motivation to figure out how to get more time in our day how to get more fulfillment in our business and how to make more money, because it seems like you have a problem. But if that is the barrier between you and taking the next step for yourself, then you're never going to get results in my containers. I can tell you that. You're just going to be annoyed that I am continuing to push you and the other people around you are surpassing you. Okay. So here are some content shifts that you're going to make to stop attracting people that you don't actually want to work with. A lot of my students tell me, I want to work with people who are ready to invest right now. I want to work with people who know what they want, who are excited to work with me, who are not, again, in victim mentality, right? But then you go to post your content and you're saying things like, you're tired of being broke. You know, you need a coach. You're too scared to hire someone. You know, you need to hire a virtual assistant or an assistant. You know, you need to do yada, 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 but you're scared, but you're afraid, right? You hate coaches that talk about money. You hate talking about money. You hate coaches that promise you money. You're so busy. You're literally attracting people who you don't want to work with. I don't want anyone to work with me if they don't want to hear me talking about money. My trademark is Breadwinner Energy, right? That's first and foremost. And I love money. I love it. And if you're in business and you don't make money, you have a hobby anyway. So we've got to stop attracting these people that we don't actually want to work with. Here's how you're going to shift. Here are the tweaks that you're going to make to your content to start bringing in people who actually want to work with you. First and foremost, you're going to talk about the thing that you want to talk about that you don't think people want to hear, right? Like right now, I probably called so many people out on this podcast. They're like, oh my God, this is me, right? Cringe. But I'm not afraid to say it because I want to work with women who know they have a problem and want to do something about it. So if you're like, this is me, but I also don't want this to be me, you're going to want to do something about it, right? Instead of saying you're tired of being broke, I might say like, you love money. You cannot wait to buy your dream home, to take your dream trip. You cannot wait for your business to support you instead of you supporting your business. And you are ready to make that shift now. In the next 6 months, you're ready to finally have a business that supports you, that makes you money, that actually feels fun and fulfilling, that is simple and easy. I'm talking to solutions. I'm talking to desires. I'm not being like, you're so broke, you don't have any time. I'm not playing into that with you because that's not helpful for you. That's not going to help you be rich and successful. It's not going to help you make more money, right? Another one I recently just saw was someone posted, tomorrow I'm going to show you guys my Stripe account, but not in a gross way. Like, girl, what? Because to me, like it just reeks of insecurity. It reeks of like attracting people who are like, oh my God, you're going to show us money? You're going to show us that you make money in your business? Like, God forbid, how dare you make money in your business, right? Like, what? No. Like this is the thing. Does this mean you have to show your Stripe account? No, it doesn't. But if you want to, embrace it and be like, this is exactly how I made $10,000 last month without a single fucking sales call and without overthinking my content. These are the 3 things that I would do right now if I were you to start shifting your content in order for that to be your next 30-day result too, right? Like that is authority. That is power. That is like, yes, show me how you made that 10K. I want to do that. Like, show me your Stripe account. Tell me how you did it. How, like, that is my mentality. Cause I'm like, yes, do it. But if you're doing it because other people are doing it and you don't actually want to do it, knock it off right now. And if you're doing it saying like, I'm not trying to be so gross. Like, it's not gross. It's not gross to make money in your business. It's not gross to show people how to make money in their business. And the fact that women still think it is actually pisses me off. Like, I'm sure you guys can like hear how hyped up I am right now, but like, we're all here to make money. Money makes the world go round. And if you don't like that, log off right now and stop listening. It's the truth, right? But if you're not standing in your own authenticity, in your own energy, in your own authority, and you're like, yes, like I'm going to help you kill it, girl. I'm going to help you like be your best self. I'm going to help you be out here popping, be like on your energy. If you're not coming with that energy and showing up, and you're like, I know this is so terrible. I know it's not talked about. I know it's so gross. I know that my mom's going to hate me. Like, the insecurity is literally reeking through the room. Stop it right now, because no client, you're either going to attract people who are like, oh my God, BFF vibes forever. You're so motivational, and they're never going to hire you. And they're going to go hire someone else who is in their authority. Or You're going to hire someone who's like, has really terrible money mindset and thinks that coaches who talk about money are gross and talking about money is gross. And then other people in the group are going to want to learn how to make money, and they're going to share how they're making money, and they're going to share their wins around money. And then that other person's going to be really insecure, right? So this is not about should you talk about money or should you not. This is about you should be authentic to yourself and stand in your own energy and your own power and stop worrying what everyone else fucking thinks. And if you're not a coach that wants to show your Stripe account, don't do it. Either do it because you want to and it's fun and it's exciting and you're good at what you do, or don't show it because you think it's gross, right? Those small content shifts are going to not only place you as an authority, but it's going to have people wanting to work with you and not just think you're motivational, not just sit in your DMs, not just come to you with like, I don't have time and money. That's not my problem. I'm not being rude, right? Like I understand there were many points in time in my business that I didn't have time and money. And there's many points in my business right now where I don't have time and money for things that I literally don't want to make time or money for. There's so many things in my life where I'm like, I don't have time for that. The truth is, I just don't want to make time for it. Or I don't have money for that. When the truth is, I don't want to have money for that, right? So there's a big difference in that, like understanding that, and it's just like not for you. And also understanding that when you attract people that are in victim mentality, or if you're still in victim mentality, you're just perpetuating the victim mentality, you're not going to get people who hire you. And if you do, it's going to be few and far between, and they're not going to be dreamy clients. And when you go to raise your prices, it's going to be massive amounts of drama for you and your audience, and possibly even an income dip, because you've been attracting people who don't want to pay for anything, and then you're trying to raise your prices and they're not going to pay it. So if you are like, yes, yes, yes to all this, I want to pivot in my business. I want to do more of what lights me up. I want to do more of what's fulfilling. I don't even want to do the business model I've been doing. If you were like, I want to have a shift in the way that I talk to people and my content, and a full like level up and up leveling prices and calling in dreamy clients and calling in people who want to work with you from just your content, hearing you talk, hearing your podcast, hearing your reel, you need to be inside this 4-week mini mind. It is going to shift so much for you so freaking fast, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I will chat with you on the next episode.